First up is probably the most normal person on this list, Andy Warhol. The pop artist was what some would call a hoarder, others would call a collector. He had a collection of over 40 wigs, which he was seen wearing on a daily basis. He was also obsessed with feet. He left behind dozens of foot and shoe sketches, along with many foot photos he took himself. He loved feet so much he even purchased a mummified foot from Egypt. Next is Michelangelo. He was a very stinky man, and he would often go days or even weeks without bathing or changing his clothing. He slept in his shoes and smelled very bad. He believed that not bathing would help him grow old, which, who's to say it didn't, since he lived to 89, which is very rare for this time period. Another interesting thing about him is he would walk away mid-conversation because he hated talking to other people. Francisco Goya was born in Aragon, Spain. He is considered the most important Spanish artist of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Goya painted many scenes of historical and political upheavals, believing his art could make a political difference. In 1793, Goya lost his hearing and moved to Madrid. His artistic style and sensibility changed drastically after this tragedy. Unable to deal with his condition, he lived his life in isolation and created many of the dark and angry paintings we know today, such as Saturn devouring his son. He painted the walls of his home, and these are called Goya's black paintings. Salvador Dali. Born in Catalonia, Spain, he was named after his deceased brother, who he and his parents believed he was the reincarnation of. He received his art education in the Royal Academy of Fine Arts in Madrid, but was expelled for insubordination. When younger, he was attracted to Cubism and avant-garde movements and eventually joined the Surrealist group in 1928, soon becoming their leading exponent. From one look at any of his works, you can tell this was a strange man. A little known fact about Dali is his obsession with Hitler. He was kicked out of the Surrealist group for being a Nazi sympathizer, and he often said he had dreams about a female Hitler. Dali was married to his muse Gala for many years, and she is featured in many of his paintings. After she died, it was suspected that he collaborated in faking his own drawings by signing hundreds of sheets of blank paper on which others could draw or make prints. Vincent Van Gogh. He began drawing at an early age and worked as an art dealer as a young man. He became ill and had to move back home before he took up painting in 1881. He moved to Paris, France, where he met other artists, including Emile Bernard and Paul Gauguin. His paintings grew brighter, and he developed a style that became fully realized over the next few years. Even though he is one of the most famous artists in history, during his lifetime he wasn't known. He suffered through poverty and many illnesses. He spent time in and out of psychiatric hospitals because of this. Aside from his paintings, he is known for drinking yellow paint, which gave him lead poisoning, and cutting off his ear. He fell in love with his own cousin and threatened self-harm unless she would marry him, which left him outcast from his family. Even his death in 1890 is mysterious, some claiming suicide, others saying he was murdered.